Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel JCorworld035. I'm Junaid, and today I'm going to show you how to make your first million, step by step, no fluff. Whether you're starting with zero, a job, or a small business, these strategies will help you get there faster than you think. We're talking real strategies, no get-rich-quick nonsense. This is about building wealth the right way, the smart way, the sustainable way. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes. This could literally change your financial future. Let's go! Before we talk money, we need to talk mindset. Making your first million starts in your mind. You have to believe it's possible, even if you're starting from scratch. Let me tell you, you don't need to be a genius. You don't need to come from money. What you really need is clarity, consistency, and honestly, a little bit of courage. See, I used to believe millionaires were just lucky, like they were dealt a different hand in life. But then I realized it wasn't luck. It was their mindset. They think differently. They don't see limitations, they see opportunities. They don't chase after a salary, they look for value. They ask themselves, how can I help 1,000 people and earn $1,000 each? Or, how can I solve one big problem worth $1 million? That's the shift. Stop trading your time for money and start creating value that scales. Think about it. If you're getting paid by the hour, you're always going to be limited by how many hours are in a day. But if you can create something valuable that people want, something that solves a problem, you can sell it over and over again, even while you sleep. That's the power of the millionaire mindset. It's about leveraging your time, your skills, and your creativity to build something bigger than yourself. Now let's talk about how to actually make that first million. There are 3 main paths you can take. First, you can master a high-income skill. Think coding, sales, copywriting, trading. These are skills that are in high demand and can command serious income. Second, you can start a business or a startup. This could be a service agency, an e-commerce store, a content creation business. The possibilities are endless. And third, you can become a smart investor. Learn how to make your money work for you in the stock market, real estate, crypto, digital assets, whatever piques your interest. Here's the key. Pick one. Focus. Master it. Don't jump from one shiny object to the next. I see so many people trying to do everything at once and they end up getting nowhere. Pick your lane and become the best in the world at it. For me, I started with, insert your example, staffing, content, etc. It wasn't always easy. There were definitely challenges along the way. But I stuck with it. I learned everything I could, and eventually it paid off. Big time. Let's say you're starting with no capital, no investments, just your own drive. The best place to begin is by building high-income skills. And the great news is, there are tons of skills you can learn online in just a few months that can completely change your financial trajectory. Here are a few examples. Freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are booming. People are hiring for everything from writing and graphic design to web development and virtual assistants. Copywriting is another incredibly lucrative skill. Every business needs compelling copy for their websites, ads, emails, you name it. Learn how to write words that sell, and you'll never be short of work. Digital marketing is another field that's exploding. SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads. Businesses are willing to pay top dollar for people who can drive traffic and generate leads. And then there's sales. Whether it's online or phone sales, if you can close deals, you can write your own paycheck. Commissions can be massive in the sales world. Finally, never underestimate the power of content creation. YouTube, faceless channels, short-form videos. These platforms are starving for high-quality content. Find your niche, build an audience, and you can create a very comfortable living for yourself. Now here's the thing about skills. They're like a muscle. You have to work them out, you have to practice, you have to constantly be learning and improving. My advice is to pick one skill that really resonates with you and commit to mastering it. Spend at least an hour every single day learning and practicing. And don't be afraid to start offering your services as soon as possible, even if you're just charging a small fee at first. Remember, the more you do it, the better you get, and the more you can charge. Your skill becomes your ATM. So you've built your skills, you're making a few $1,000s a month, now it's time to scale. This is how you go from 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. Scaling is all about leveraging your time and effort. Instead of doing everything yourself, you want to build systems and processes that can run without you. One of the best ways to do this is by hiring freelancers or virtual assistants. Delegate tasks that are taking up too much of your time, so you can focus on the things that only you can do, growing your business, developing new skills, and generating more income. Another powerful way to scale is by creating digital products or courses. This could be anything from ebooks and templates to online courses and coaching programs. The beauty of digital products is that you create them once, and you can sell them over and over again, creating a passive income stream that works for you 24/7. And of course, starting a faceless YouTube channel or an online store are both fantastic ways to scale your income. These are businesses that can be run from anywhere in the world, with relatively low overhead. The key to scaling is automation. Use tools like Systemi.io, Zapier, and others to automate as many tasks as possible so you're not constantly bogged down in the day-to-day operations. Remember, you don't become a millionaire by working harder. You do it by building systems that work for you, even when you're not working. Now, let's talk about what to do with all that money you're making. The biggest mistake I see people make is that they start spending more as they earn more. They upgrade their lifestyle, they buy fancy cars and clothes, and they end up right back where they started. Don't fall into that trap. The key to building wealth is to invest what you earn. Now, before you start investing, you need to make sure you have a solid financial foundation. That means having an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses, so you're prepared for any unexpected events. Once you have your emergency fund in place, you can start investing in things like index funds or mutual funds. These are diversified investments that track the performance of the stock market, and they're a great way to grow your wealth over the long term. Another important principle of investing is to buy assets, not liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, like a rental property or a dividend-paying stock. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, like a car payment or a credit card bill. Finally, I'm a huge advocate for building multiple streams of income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Invest in different asset classes, start a side hustle, or create a second income stream that can provide you with financial security and peace of mind. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be consistent, and let the power of compound interest work its magic. If you invest $1,000 a month at 12% average annual returns, you'll hit $1 million in about 20 years. But if you can invest $3,000 a month, you can reach that $1 million milestone in under 10 years. Now I want to talk about some common mistakes that I see people make on their journey to their first million. These are the traps that can derail your progress and keep you stuck in the financial rat race. First and foremost, avoid the temptation to try to do too many things at once. Focus is key. Pick one path, one skill, one business model, and give it your all. Don't spread yourself too thin. Second, track your money. You can't manage what you don't measure. Know where your money is going, create a budget, and stick to it. Third, don't let fear hold you back from investing. I know investing can seem intimidating, especially if you're new to it, but there are so many resources available today that can help you get started. Educate yourself, start small, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Fourth, stop listening to broke people's opinions. If you want to be a millionaire, surround yourself with millionaires. Learn from their experiences, model their habits, and adopt their mindset. And finally, don't fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Just because you're making more money doesn't mean you have to spend more money. Live below your means, save aggressively, and invest wisely. Remember, the goal is not to look rich, it's to be rich. And true wealth is about freedom. Freedom from financial stress, freedom to pursue your passions, and freedom to live life on your own terms. To make your first million, you need 3 things: the right mindset, a high-income skill or business, and the discipline to invest and scale. Remember, it all starts with your mindset. You have to believe it's possible, even if you're starting from zero. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's your plan to reach your first million? Let's inspire each other and chase those financial dreams together. I can't wait to see you in the next video, and remember, your financial future is in your hands. Go make it happen.